Pisces, 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 Pisces. Hi, Pisces. It's Ray. Welcome back to my channel. The fact that I'm doing your reading at night and you rule the 12th house, the night is very... I'm loving this energy. Your energy feels very exciting for August, but let us pray and let's get into it. What a day. God, source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Pisces on their August 2023 reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on the energies that are unfolding. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Gratitude, Ashe. Let me see what this looks like with the light turned off. No. Okay. All right. Figured we'd try it. God bless. But yeah, heavy energy on excitement. So let's get into it. It's 9:03 p.m. East Coast time. It's August 14th, 2023. We have your 123. 123 kept coming up for Taurus. But we have the Pisces full moon at the end of the month on the 30th. It is the blue moon, and in the Moonology deck, let me start there. Yeah, we're going to start with the moon. With the Moonology deck, the blue moon represents believing in the impossible, which that did come out at the end for Taurus. So if you have Taurus placements, definitely watch their reading. If not, don't worry about it. So definitely a different structure. I've been reading the Aquarius full moon, the Leo new moon, and your full moon energy together. Hold on, I need to check something real quick. Tomato, tomato, I'll love you tomorrow. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Okay. So I've been reading the moon energies as one to see how they're working together. You know, 3 represents creation, and we have 3 moons in August. So let's see how the moons are working for you in the month of August. And we're 3 minutes in. You have luck is on your side. New moon is Sagittarius. Communication is key in reverse. And then you have expect powerful change. So you have 3 new moon cards too. And I cleanse these cards and reset them. You should watch the Taurus reading, placement or not. And that's the only other sign I'm doing today. I have done today 333. You could be seeing that a lot. And you have 3 cards here. So these energies, this is the excitement, the expect powerful change. Luck is on your side. The moon energy is really, really pulling you. It feels like a high tide pull. You know how the water levels rise when there's a full moon. The tide is high when there's a full moon. And I feel like a tide is rising for you. But metaphorically speaking, you're rising with this tide. So this tide isn't coming to drown you as it's ascending. You're ascending with it. With communication is key. I'm getting silence is golden, and silence is powerful for you. In the month of August, you may feel very detached as well. Because you are, I hear Ambition by Wale. So you're really, really focused on I hear all of your ambitious endeavors and really trying to figure out a master plan and how to conquer those ambitious endeavors. Okay. I feel like your reading's not going to be as long as everyone else's, even though we're less than 5 minutes in right now. It feels like we're getting straight to the point. Yeah. So also, you have the Knight of Wands here. and the Ace of Swords in its shadow. So there's deceit here, deception, lies, projections. I'm also getting someone could be self-harming around you. So be mindful of that. Please clarify this Ace of Swords and Knight of Wands. But I feel like in Leo season, oh, Nine of Pentacles, your opposite, Virgo energy, and Queen of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles has two people versus the modern tarot that it holds one person. So hold on. I feel like in Leo season, so with the Aquarius full moon specifically, that was around August 1st, August 2nd, and the Leo new moon specifically, I feel like there's information that's coming to you with this Ace of Swords. There's a lot of information coming to you indirectly, okay? And when Virgo season comes, whatever was indirect will be made direct. And this is why we're ending with expect powerful change, clarifying this direct energy. For a lot of you, there is a separation of assets happening. If you're married, you could be going through a divorce. The cicada got really loud when I said that. Especially because you go from the Nine of Pentacles building with someone to the Queen of Pentacles, a queen of feminine energy building on her own. I feel like you choosing to build on your own and without someone, someone lied to you. Someone made a very strong and powerful promise to you and broke that. But because you, I hear, chose thyself, even with communication is keeping in reverse, these are two people no longer communicating. And because of this, this is creating massive change in your life. And you are experiencing divine favor, aka luck, on your side because of this. But I do feel like you're definitely character building that Leo. Reading that I did recently, not for August, it was for July, but you're in a character building episode right now in this story of life for you. Okay, let's move on. I'm getting real tired of your broken promises. I hear Check by Meek Mill. I hear I've been fucking up a check. I'm waiting on a check. I'm making a check. I spend a check and get it right back. I hear that too. So abundance is a major focus for you. Financial stability is a major focus for you. Upgrading every aspect of your life is a major focus for you, Pisces. One at a time, please, Pisces. So I hear Imagine That by Yo Gotti. And basically that song is about not receiving recognition for the work that you do because it doesn't meet society's standards. So I feel like with you, you could be struggling with not receiving recognition because it's not meeting certain people's standards. And this really has you in your head with this thinker energy. And with this imagine, this is also giving me your Neptunian energy, that daydreaming energy, really falling for an illusion versus the truth. And I feel like you have been really, I hear pervy too, but a lot of energies have exposed themselves to you, and it's been very disappointing. And then this leads to you questioning your own intuition and judgment and discernment, and it's like kind of going in a rabbit hole and being stuck on this. If I would have did this differently, maybe this would have happened this way. I feel like there's too much focus on the shoulda, coulda, woulda, and trying to make sense out of things that you're not meant to quite make sense out of. And then you have new life coming out here. So Spirit is really saying, wash your hands of the past, take the lessons, take the experience, and move forward into your new life, because you are experiencing a rebirth at this time. But, you know, the rebirth, it's like you're experiencing your contractions are more, metaphorically speaking, your contractions are more painful than you've ever experienced before. And then you have clean it up and mending. So with this energy, I'm getting the Aries reading. There's smoke in the air and you need to clear it. And I'm being drawn back to that Ace of Swords that was in its shadow. So it was interesting because if I recall correctly, Capricorn and Aries had this energy of like misjudgment, listening to the wrong people, being guided by the wrong information. And with this clean it up and mending, I'm kind of getting that for you too. But let's use the tarot to clarify what this is specifically for you, Pisces. With this mending and clean it up, I do feel like instead of you mending like romantic relationships, there are friendship relationships being, I hear amended specifically. I need to clarify the definition to make sure I'm using it in the right context. Look, truth be told, in reverse, as I'm getting withhold. Why is everybody withholding information? It feels, I don't know. What was I about to amended? So making minor changes in order to make it fair, more accurate, more up to date. So improving something. Yeah. So as I was saying, there's a lot of like friendships that are being amended specifically. But with truth be told, there's this energy of it's like trying to start a new life, a brand new slate without, where did that card go? Yeah, I see fork in the road, but without taking accountability. And we have yin on the bottom, which is feminine energy. So the truth be told, here it is right here. Clean it up, mending, truth be told in reverse. A lot of you are contemplating on expressing a certain truth to someone. And this is weighing heavily on your conscience. So I think you need to be honest to set yourself free. The truth really does set you free in this situation, whatever it is. But let's see what the tarot has to say. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. I feel like that acknowledgement that you're seeking comes after, with this South Node being in Libra, anything from the past that was not, anything that you're entertaining in the present where there's past connections and there is in full transparency with this, that transparency is being forced by spirit to be exposed. Yeah. I feel like you're working on trying to do this in a way that's not messy. And sometimes shit is just messy and you got to clean it up. You have to clean up the mess, literally. So I feel like you're a part of a mess that needs to be cleaned up. But I don't know how we're going to do this. Okay. Imagine. Oh, shit. Literally. My throat chakra. Damn. Literally. Libra, justice in reverse. There is no one can escape the honesty. Like at this point in time, it's like anything you were skating by, you can no longer skate by. Any information that's being withheld has to be expelled. If people weren't reading the fine print before, they're reading the fine print now, okay? If people weren't following up before, people are following up now. If there are questions that are being evaded, they're running that back so they can get the answer to that question. And if you continue to ignore and evade, they're going to be put onto game with that and move accordingly. There's so much, like every action creates a reaction, okay? Cause and effect is heavy at play. Thinker for Pisces. New life for Pisces. We have 3-3 here. A lot of threes. Truth be told in reverse for Pisces. Oh, the Ace of Cups. So Matt, ooh, clean it up. The angels, temperance, Sagittarius energy, and then mending Scorpio energy. There's definitely a change coming. Page of Swords, someone's lying. There's a, why is everybody lying? It's like people are either lying, stealing. I don't know what the fuck is happening in the world. I mean, I do because I'm reading it, but I don't know. So clarifying, imagine you have justice in its shadow, which is basically stating that, are you being haunted by something? This could be haunted by a decision, haunted by a commitment, haunted by a rejection, haunted about a failure. Like, it's like, even though we started your energy with excitement, there's heartache and disarray here. Yeah. Is Pisces being haunted by something? Yeah, you are, and you're in the energy of escapism. And you feel like you're in an unrelatable situation right now. And you're trying to imagine and psych yourself into a new situation that fake it till you make it. But it's not quite working out for you that way because there's something that you need to be honest about. Like, I really don't know how to say it any other way. Moving on, you have Thinker and then Three of Pentacles. So again, you're trying to come up with a master game plan to rebuild. And I hear everything that you've lost, however that may mean for you. And with this Knight of Cups, cups have literally been emptied because you see he's actively pouring out a cup. And so right now you are actively cleaning up house. And with the Temperance, the ancestors, there's a lot of relationships in your life that have been built on sand versus brick. And anything that is built on sand is starting to sink through. And you're being asked to clean it up and rebuild a more stable and strong foundation. But there's a need to be honest. I'm not saying like your dreams are too big. I hear Paw Patrol, no job is too big, no something is too small. That energy for you. But it feels very heavy. And it feels like you've been forced to surrender. It feels like everything is out of your control. And with your mind, you're tapping into mind control to shapeshift your situation. But there's some shadow work here that needs to be done, especially with death being here with mending. Like whatever you're trying to repair, it's like a car. It's like trying to repair a car that's been totaled, and not wanting to accept that the car has been totaled, metaphorically speaking. So now it's time for you to get a new car to invest in something brand new. And it's like, damn, I was almost done with paying it off. Or if it's not totaled, this could be like a repossession. It's already been taken. And now it's like you have the opportunity to get back what you lost, and you're so focused on getting back what you once lost when you need to just focus on all new, brand new shit. 921, that number could mean something for you. But with this truth be told, and you have the Ace of Cups clarifying this, you also have the Queen of Wands here and new life with the Three of Cups. I feel like a lot of you are trying to evade your emotions, but you are water sign. It reminds me, like when we were in Cancer season, no one wanted to be emotional. It's like, oh my God, I'm emotional, I need to stop. But we were in the season of water. So to reject or deny emotion is going against the energy. You're fighting against the energy. And in that, you never win. But you represent water energy. You are Pisces. You represent the fish. So for you to really have the extraordinary life that you desire, Number one, it comes with a strong foundation that's so strong it is built out of brick and it sustains all weather. But then again, it's interesting because I'm thinking about the Georgia guide stones that were supposed to be able to withstand anything, and they were destroyed, but it was a literal defamation. For you, it's like for you saying that you need to remove your emotions is you being dishonest with yourself, and you need to be all in, 10 toes, 10 fingers, all in emotionally and connected in a healthy place for you to really thrive and have this new extraordinary life. So there's some things that need to change when it comes to how you're viewing things from an emotional standpoint. There does come a time where you need to, remove your emotions to make logical, concrete, healthy decisions. But if your heart isn't aligned with those concrete decisions, which your heart will it's interesting because the heart never deters us. It's the mind that manipulates the heart that creates um, a deterioration. Is that even a word? Is deterioration a word? What the fuck? Deterioration. Or did I say it wrong? No, deterioration. I said it wrong. Yeah, but something is deteriorating. Hold on one second. Thank you, Spirit. Hold on. What? Okay. Sorry, y'all. All right. Let's get it started. Okay. So, does that make sense? I know we just paused for a second, but no. Did I say enough? What else do you want me? So, emotional connection. Also, there's a need to really date yourself. Okay. Yeah, and I split the deck to the Two of Cups. So yeah, that's what I'm missing. With this truth be told in reverse in new life, a lot of you relationships should be furthest from your mind, and you have 1414. This is being guided by your ancestors. Any relationships that are falling apart, there's a need to really, you're becoming a new person, and you need to get to know your new self. And this comes with dating yourself, getting to know yourself, going outside, experiencing new things, trying different foods, but not being enticed by another energy, being guided by your own heart, being guided by your own emotion, being guided by your own senses. And it's your senses, all of your senses are connected to your heart and your emotions. Everything is connected. So, with this, truth be told, I feel like if anyone else is trying to court you, truth be told, it's like you may want someone to come and save you, but Spirit is really saying, baby, save yourself. Yeah, Four of Wands. It's like, baby, the partnership helps. Someone assisting with the bills helps. Someone assisting with the grocery helps, okay? But it's like that's all good and you're going to receive that, but not until you help yourself. I literally just said that to another sign, which was Aries, I believe. Aries is the first. So you, baby, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And I split the deck to the High Priestess, which represents you, and she's in her light energy. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, which means a lot of times you have to, even though making certain decisions seems like a benefit to you, what seems like a benefit could really be a detriment. Like that word keeps coming up. Something's of a detriment. And look, the Ten of Wands, you see how he's falling on his face? So it's like you can look for the easy way out and the wheezy. Isn't Lil Wayne a Sagittarius? Yeah, Sagittarius could be, I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on with Sagittarius. But a Sag could really be expressing their emotion. And this could be, I hear a lifelong friend turned into a lover for some of you, or for others of you, like they're spitting a good game. And it's like, it really does sound good. And it's like a gateway, but I'm getting no. And then I split the deck to a higher power in reverse, like no. Who did I do this rising? Taurus. They had the word no too. I almost put no in their title. But you have to, it's only temporary, okay? And don't get caught up in the illusion. But whoever is trying to give you that, they're trying to sell you the pitch of, I got you, Pisces. No, have yourself. And it's like, this person may follow through for a little bit. Yeah, Yang is in reverse, but it's not everlasting. What's everlasting is how do I say this? When you court yourself, when you date yourself, when you set a certain standard for yourself, you really don't accept any and everything. Your standards do become higher. You don't settle for anything. It's like you start to move in an energy of power, and you had higher power. So it's like you easily give your power away by saying, yes, I'll accept your help, because then they give someone power and autonomy over you. And the only person that should have power and autonomy over you is outside of self, is the universe, the divine, really whatever higher power is for you. But when it comes to that energy of acceptance, again, acceptance isn't always positive. And so with this Ace of Cups, you're being asked to really pour into your own cup, Three of Cups, and then the wealth. Okay, with anybody else, this is your time, Pisces. And it's interesting because you're the last sign. So you have to go through Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. You're the last sign of the zodiac. Now, if you believe in Ophiuchus, that's another conversation, but I'm focusing on the 12 versus 13. But with you being the 12, it's like you're always coming in natural order in last place, but you are the baby. So it's like, you know how the baby gets all the attention, you're being asked to pour all of your attention into self, into what you're building, because the foundations that you've been creating, they keep fumbling because nothing is really on solid ground, because you haven't been solid with self. So it's time to get solid with thyself. Okay, I love that. Are we good now? That's not what you want to hear, but we're good. Thank you. So I do feel like you need to be careful in retrograde. That's what I'm going to say. Isn't Neptune retrograde? It's not Mercury I'm discussing. It's Saturn specifically. And hold on. One second. I'm trying to check the tab. I can't check it from the live. Maybe I can. Well, I can from my phone. Hold on. So we have Venus, Mercury's not retrograde yet. We're in the shadow, but Venus, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter. Yeah. So while Neptune is retrograde, my nose is itching. I can feel it in the air. Beanie Siegel. Okay. Your nose is switching, but no. Let me get off my own damn live. What was I about to say? Shit, I lost it with my nose twitching. Yes. So with Venus, well, Venus being in retrograde specifically, you did have the Queen of Wands, and Neptune being in retrograde too. It's like whatever illusions you have been entertaining, it feels like it's backfiring. Okay. Smoke alarm. Also, when it comes to, I don't know, I really don't want to say it this way, but I'm getting your perception of what love is. It really is a fairy tale. And I'm not trying to in any way change your beliefs. or tell you that you should believe different, but there's an imbalance with spirituality and practicality when it comes to how you view love. Um, and I also feel like, just to make it plain and simple, there are expectations that you have of others that you don't have for yourself. So that creates an illusion within itself. So it's like the way that you want people to come to you, treat you, honor you, you have to you have to bring that to the table for someone to reciprocate that, So, and now truth be told is upright. So once you accept this radical self-honesty, until then, it's like the mending the new life and the solutions are on pause until this truth is realized. Okay, it's like once this truth is accepted, because the first step is acceptance, smoke alarm, everything shifts. Yeah, okay, let's use this deck next. 933. Yeah, you have gateway vision. I hear the gate opens once the honesty is realized. I hear the true truth, like the true north, the true truth. Food, meditation, you're being asked to detox. Definitely detox. Silent retreat, go into silence and detox. Some of you do need to plan a vacation to reestablish the root. Look into Mami Wata. She's been coming up for me personally. But Mami Wata is a spirit animal with you, and then your water, she is a baby, Mami Wata, okay? You have Crusar autonomy. So again, you need, baby, bring to the table what you acquire. Thrive, variety, tolerance. Some of you are consuming too much alcohol. And Equalizer, higher self. Definitely go watch the Equalizer 3, because you keep getting 3s when it comes out on September 1st. Okay. But no, you have silent retreat, silence, Mami Wata, autonomy, tolerance, highest self, Equalizer. So you're being asked to detox, literally. Also, you're being asked to up your spiritual salt baths. Or if you are unable to take a salt bath, get creative in the shower. Boil the herbs if you can. You can boil some herbs just by sitting a pot outside, okay? As hot as it is. The earth, baby, is making waves for you, okay? Honey, we have solar panels. You can use the ground to boil, okay? Seriously, fry a fucking egg if you want to. But it's kind of this separate to elevate, okay? You're being asked to go into silence to really reconnect. So your Akashic records are coming through your past lives. Past lives are lining up with your present life. And this could feel overwhelming to you, which is, it's like you're drowning. It's like you're trying to drown the emotion with substance, but Spirit is saying you need to feel the emotion no matter how painful it is. It's kind of like, someone that goes through natural birth, or someone that chooses to have a surgery and not accept pain medication. Like, you are required to thug this shit, okay? But I'm telling you, it's going to build your strength and character, and ain't nobody going to be able to tell you shit. Like, by the time you are finished with this elevation, like, you're going to feel like you are on the frequency of the Egyptian gods, okay? If you tap into Kemet and all that shit. But not to call it shit, that was disrespectful, but you know what I mean. You're being asked to spend a lot of time outside in water, in nature. You being in the house is constricting your energy. Look into what the boa constrictor snake represents. Some of you could be the Chinese, you could be the snake in the Chinese zodiac. Some of you are the water snake specifically. Me personally, I'm the earth snake, but some of you are a water snake. But look into that as well. Yes. Anything else with this? Where's the, oh, it's right here. 936. Yeah, you've been doing something backwards, Pisces. I don't know what the fuck to title this. And tap into your intuition to do it the right way. You keep doing something in a 360 way versus a 180 way. Anything else with this energy for Pisces? You have the Emperor reverse. Taurus had that. You have the Empress. Some of you are in the, if it's not a literal conception, this is an energetic conception, but it's definitely a rebirth that you're going through. You're reconnecting with self. Some of you are connecting with the Taurus, or you just, the Taurus energy is very heavy. And oh, you have 5 of Pentacles. So there's been a lot of financial stress coming up for you. Some of you could be experiencing poverty of some sort right now, which is your financial, it's like because you aren't where you are financially, you feel like it's like that energy is sucking your power. And Spirit is saying you need to leave that energy where it is, leave it in the cup and walk away, because your self-worth is not defined by your bank account. No, but this was something that has been taught to you that you need to release. Also, slow and steady wins the race. A lot of you are trying to like keep up with the Joneses, keep up with the Kardashians. No, you have a different path. That path is not yours with this 8 of Pentacles. And you need to honor the path that was chosen for you, because it is an honorable path. The Moon reverse. Maybe a get rich quick scheme seems real good right then and there. A payday loan seems real good right then and there. But when it's time to repay that shit, you end up putting out more than what you received, and it's not worth it. So you're being asked to really take control of your life and take control of the energies that have, first of all, energies that belittle you. I'm getting that. But also energies that have the ability to easily sway you. It's interesting. I feel like a lot of you are very easily manipulated, honestly. And that needs to be looked at on a deeper scale. Can you talk to me about Pisces being manipulated? I feel like this is a theme. The manipulations that Pisces is experiencing. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles and the Moon. You know, people that fuck with the dark side of magic. I see that. I don't speak of that. Whether this is a knowing to you, but I feel like it is a knowing to you. They are fucking with you. Now, I'm not saying they have the power, but I'm saying people are fucking with you, and we allow people to fuck with us. We really do. We allow people to penetrate our protective auric field because we release our defenses. The way that my personal gate is built, yeah. This is like fucking shit is protected like Area 51. Don't fuck with me, okay? But for you, you need to protect your shit like they protect Area 51, okay? Like, you need to protect your shit how the motherfucking the CIA protects their goddamn fucking secret cases and shit, and everything is blacked out. Like, this is, you allow people to play with you. And it's being taken so far that people are playing with you in the astrals. Like, it's a game. It's a game. You know how cats like to play with this string? You see this string? So you let people play with you. And I don't know if this is for acceptance. I don't know if this is, I don't know really what's the reason. Let me just ask. Why do Pisces allow people to play with them? Is it because you're the baby? Because let me tell you, out of my nieces, the youngest, no. Yes, the youngest, she's a Virgo. And she don't let nobody play with her. Y'all need to learn from these kids, okay? Because I learned so much. Like, these kids really be on their autonomous shit, okay? Yes, you see how this baby is bringing the people together. I love watching them and observing them, and they don't take no shit, and they talk that shit, and I love that shit, okay? Learn so much from the children. But no, for you, I feel like going back to the energy of you not being validated, you being, looked over, rejected, like you you give more energy to that than the good things, and that's starting to create a negative ripple effect in your life. So, and as I mentioned, you allow people to play with you because you play with yourself, okay? You know, that energy of don't play with me, play with your bitch. Like, you need to carry that frequency, okay? Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, okay? Period. Four of Wands. And then this is that stability, this is that structure. When you at 4004, then the game changes. When you stop letting people play for you, the game changes, okay? You switch the game up effortlessly, okay? And it all comes with a decision followed by an action. And now the devil fell in my lap reverse. Like that, then it's like that, can't touch this, okay? Can't touch this. All right. Hope that makes sense, okay? Oh, it's getting hot in here. It's kind of like that energy of when you stop allowing people to play with you, when they try to fuck with you, it's like they're literally dipping their hand in boiling water and getting third-degree burns. Like, don't fuck with Pisces. Like, just because Pisces is the baby, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Period. The magic stream. 18, the moon. Pisces, August. Yeah, this reading isn't going to be too long. We're almost done. Bust it, bust it. You need to move the energy through your body. Move your body, girl. Some of you need some new bras. Like, I definitely am throwing this bra away when I take this bitch off. Something is outgrown. You have 444 here, but you have strength and wide open. God will never, spirit will never, the universe will never, your ancestors would never put more on your shoulders than you can bear. But heavy is the head that wears the crown. Did y'all watch The Crown on Netflix? All that shit and stress Queen Elizabeth went through and things, running a goddamn nation. Okay, running yourself is running a nation because you create nations. We create nations. We birth nations. Okay, so when you have to run yourself, which, you know, it starts with self, you know, heavy is the head, okay? But you have a nation to run, okay? And you're birthing a nation, so start with the autonomy of self, okay? And everything follows, okay? Everything follows the leader, right? The Indians follow the chief, right? Right? Right. Spark, okay? So strength, wide open, magic prayer. I really feel like you just need to, it's like, God, whatever thy will, be done, okay? And this is flowing. And when God says no, you say no. When God says yes, you say yes. And it's interesting because I feel like for a lot of us, in the month of August, where God is saying no, you're wanting to say yes. And where you're wanting to say yes, God is saying no. Did I say that? Did I just re-say that? Yeah, yeah, that energy. Where you're wanting to say yes, God is saying no. And where you're wanting to say no, God is saying yes. That's, yeah, that's a thing for you. Um, Hold on. You should watch the You Are the Magic Prayer Capricorn reading. Um, what's 34 days from today? Hold on. 34 days from today. September 17th, 9/17. And didn't 9/21 come up? And that's 3 days in between. Pay attention to September 17th. That's a Sunday. Hold on. Why does that day sound so familiar? Is that my sister's anniversary? So you on September 17, 1787, members of the Constitutional Convention signed the final draft of the Constitution. And then you had that amended energy that came up. But hold on real quick. I really feel like that's my sister and my brother-in-law's wedding anniversary. But September 17th, the American Civil War. Hold on. Jews are expelled from France by order of King Charles IV. What? So the first treaty between U.S. and Indian tribes signed. I don't care about that. In 1849. So in September 17th, 1849, Harriet Tubman first escaped slavery in Maryland with two of her brothers. Interesting. At that time, we had an emperor. I do feel like our monarchy is changing. Would it be? No, it would be our legislation. The branches of government, that shit. American history, I have so many questions. Okay. Anything else for September 17th? You should look into it though. There's a lot of information I'm skimming through. But that Harriet Tubman is interesting. But that's a 9/8 day. So, and we're in a 7 years, so 9/8/7. You could be seeing that a lot. But something is descending. But I looked up that date because you have 34 here, spark. And then with magic prayer, 32. When was 32 days ago? Hold on. I don't know why I'm getting it like this. 32 days ago from today was July 13th. That was a month and a day ago. Hold on. My computer is about to die. Hold on. How many days is that altogether? Hold on. So what's 32 plus 34? Is that 66? No. Yeah. So that's 66. That's balance. That's alignment. So July 13th through September 17th is a 66-day cycle. Okay. Hold on. So 66 represents nurturing and maternity. You did have the Empress, but it also represents balance, harmony, and love. So, and then you have 42, which breaks down to 6, and then you have 44, which breaks down to 8. You also have 10. You have 10, 10 here as well. Okay. So between 32 and 42, that's 10. Between 34 and 44, that's 10. So, and now there's 3 people here. So, 10, 10, 66 days. I don't know how all of that's fucking connecting. I really don't. But I can tell you that this cycle is really testing your flexibility, your mutability, your discretion, heavy energy. Yeah, smoke alarm, heavy energy on discretion. I was thinking about it before I spoke, like what the fuck would discretion have to do with this? But it's not for me to question. Okay. With this spark, wide open, and magic prayer, vulnerability is a strength. It is not a weakness. A lot of you view vulnerability as a weakness when it's really your greatest strength. Vulnerability is a part of transparency, which is a part of authenticity, which is a part of telling the truth. You had truth be told in reverse. So yeah. So somewhere within that circle, that cycle, you're not living up to a truth. And once you open up to this truth, then it's like the sparks just start sparking like fireworks. Okay. And then you have the magic prayer. It's like whatever prayer you pray to get out of this situation comes true. You should watch the Aries reading. They're smoking the air. You need to clear it. Okay. But theirs was about other people. This is about you. This really has nothing to do with anyone else but you and really what you allow. And I really feel like there's a need for you to take radical accountability for what you've allowed in your life to this very point of when you're hearing this message. Because every step, every action, every decision, every sway of a decision, every fucking heartstring pull, all of that matters. And anything that you think doesn't matter matters even more. Okay? I hope that makes sense. It's kind of that energy where you know how they say count every blessing, name them one by one. It's like you're being asked to count every action, name them one by one. And if you find yourself unable to recall it, then you need to dive deep into escapism. And escapism in a sense where why do you, when things happen that you don't like, you do two things. You either put it in a treasure chest within your mind and you bury that bitch to never be found again until the fucking sixth coming reincarnation, okay? Or if you don't put it in a treasure chest and bury it, it's like you give it so much energy and so much focus that it's like it's kind of that energy of one person fucks up for the whole class. And for you in your personal life, one person, it's like I don't know why I'm sitting on the edge of my chair giving this message right now, but let's just say you date someone that is always dishonest. You're always catching them in lies. And then it's like, you know, your higher self is like, I don't deserve this. This isn't worth it, whatever the case may be, right? And then the person that's lying to you know, tells you, it's like they give you an excuse. Well, I only did this because of this, okay? I only did that because of that. And then it's like you accept that. And you're like, okay. And so then they lie on you again. I mean, ooh, lie on you. That's interesting. Lie to you, again, is what I was trying to say. Or lie on you. There's a lot of manipulation. Like manipulation is very, very heavy in your energy. These 52 minutes we've been here, manipulation just keeps peaking, okay? It's really tugging at me. Manipulation. And the lying on you. So I'm gonna look at that first. Five of Pentacles popped out. Can you clarify the lying on Pisces? I don't know what that means. Who's lying on Pisces? Oh, I get it. I get it. Yeah, my nose. So people are petty. People really will, you know, take the smallest thing and make it so big to justify themselves. Really. It's sad. And I'm getting that with you. Yeah, strength and two of swords in reverse. So it kind of feels like you have been picked apart, okay? And then it's like when you are picked apart and then you express to someone you're being picked apart. I'm not trying to explain it, but it's coming out this way, so I'm going to flow. You express to someone that you're being picked apart and you're feeling judged and you're feeling like a spotlight is on you. And then it's like the way that they're picking you apart is in a way that they're bullying you, okay? But then I hear self-deprecation. Is that a word? It sounds like a word. Am I saying it right? Hold on. Self-deprecation. What is, yes, self-deprecating. Belittling, undervaluing, disparaging oneself, being excessively modest. Okay. So lying on you, self-deprecating, having this conversation. Do you know how powerful your projections are? Because that's what it goes back to. People are really treating you how you treat your. Do you self-doubt? What the fuck? I feel like I'm in a rabbit hole. Feel like I'm in a rabbit hole, Pisces. Mm-mm. 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 You do need to save your money though and stop splurging. I could tell you that. Okay, that's very clear. That's not for question. Okay. And stop giving your money away. Okay. You ain't got it right now. The Lord said you ain't got it. Smoke alarm. However, I don't want to say it's your fault. Like it's not, but it is. But it's not. The reason why it's not your fault is because there's a conditioning that you are literally acting out. But the reason why it is your fault is because my videos are made for everyone that's 18 or older. Okay. So even though in the United States of America, you're grown when you're 21. Okay. I'm not here. Yeah. They ain't got shit to do with me. But for 18 and up specifically, you have a decision to make, which is a different choice, which is breaking out of the conditioning. Okay. Um, you have the power to change the cycle. Again, heavy is the head that wears the crown, but you have to rebirth it. You have to, yeah, rebirth a new cycle because you keep rebirthing the same fucking cycle like that, and that it feels like a fucking gnat that's just flying that just won't fucking go away. It's like, I thought I killed you, but you're still here. Like, where the fuck did you come from? Did you reproduce in 2.5 seconds in the blink of an eye? But it's like, yeah, you did, because that's how strong the projections are. Literally, as soon as you get rid of one, because you are not even conscious of your own projections, you are literally Empress energy creating that same fucking cycle, full circle moment, full 360, no 180. Does that make sense? So it's like, you know how people be tapping out of the blunt? I feel like, baby, tap out of the illusion. Truly. Surely, I don't know what the fuck to title this. We went all kind of ways, and I do feel like you need to ground as well. Something within you is very ungrounded. Did I use this deck? It's in here. Final messages for Pisces. Should I say we weren't going to be that long, but we're almost an hour in. Moving on, rebirth a new cycle, and then blossom. So 20, a different judgment call. Different judgment calls lead to different decisions, but again, you isolate. You had that isolate. You had silent. No, you had silent retreat, and I'm just referring to it as isolation. Um, but with this open up, it feels like someone's telling very one-sided stories when there's your side, their side, and the truth. Now, it's one thing to speak your side and then see how you contributed to someone else's actions. But I feel like that's very dangerous to say, especially from a DV perspective, because that's just a lack of fucking self-control and some emotional shit that needs to be dealt with. But this is different. And it is very situational as well. But when it comes to you, Pisces, when it comes to just, again, going back to that, you keep creating foundations built off of quicksand, and you keep with the quick, rich, quick, whatever the fuck it is, get rich quick schemes, and shit just keeps falling and tumbling. I hear every 3 years. There's a 3-year cycle that happens for you consecutively. And we're in 2023, so we're in a 3-year. You're experiencing it right now. And so 3 years from now will be 2026. So are we going to be experiencing the same thing in 2026? Or are we going to be on some new shit, chucking our deuces up to the past 3 years, you know. But there's a need to reflect on, yes, something keeps happening every 3 years. 3 has been a theme. You have 21 breaks down to 3. You have the Empress here. You have, I'll put the rest of them up, but 3s have been heavy. Oh yeah, the spark, and the magic, yeah, the 3s. So there's you need to do a 180 on a 3-year cycle, period. Literally. Okay. That's going to be your title. It's time to do a 180 on a consistent 3-year cycle. Anything else for Pisces? I was about to call you Capricorn. Definitely watch the Capricorn reading. Taurus had this. Let me just... But you have a wish is granted, and you'll be taken care of in difficult times. This is during your silent retreat. Some of you, you've been really spoiled on earth. And it's like now you're learning how to take care of yourself on earth and be spoiled by heaven. Heaven is metaphorically speaking. Aww. So in addition to a wish is granted and you'll be taken care of in difficult times, you should create your own staff too, by the way. A creative project. You have Beryl here. So in the month of July, you really experienced a lot of lack. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. But again, I just stated that you've been very spoiled in the physical. You've been very well taken care of by people, but now you're learning how to take care of yourself and be spoiled by heaven, the divine. And then you have Lily here, spiritual love. So this is definitely an experience you'll never forget. I feel like whatever you're experiencing right now, and when you shift this cycle, this will be a story that you tell to your children. It's going to be that impactful. A lot of you need to practice celibacy as well. Too much concern over sexual matters. So with that, drowning out emotions, some of you could be using sex. You could be using wine. You could be using hard liquor, corn liquor. You could be using pills. You could be using white drugs. Okay. And some of y'all, baby, I recommend, let me not promote, God bless, never mind. But I promote, if you know, you know. I'm gonna leave it alone. But save your money, pay attention to your finances. I'm not gonna read all these like individually. There's an energy that is really playing with you, though. It's like they're the puppet master. You're the puppet. When you need to turn the tables and become the puppet master and make the world your puppet. Okay, make the world your bitch. Make your problems your bitch. Okay, I don't know. But you have beware of greed here, as they get rich quick. Okay. The struggle does not feel good, but the struggle builds character. And how you handle the struggle is a reflection of your character. And in this day and time in 2023, it's a lot of weak people. It's like, I can't let anyone see me struggle. Oh my God. Like, fuck their perception, respectfully. Okay? Because it's you know what? I'm not going to go there. But, if you choose to take the high road, again, elevate with the tide and not be drowned by the tide, then you really have nothing to worry about. But if you keep trying to control how the tide is flowing, you're going to learn real quick. Yeah. So really the choice is yours. What's your judgment call? What's your decision? And I feel like you have a lot of judgment calls to make. And I feel like you're very, very fearful because of past misjudgments. But You needed that experience for something, whether you realize the why now or not. But we don't just be going through shit for the hell of it. That's where people be having this shit fucked up to me. Like, you think this shit is just for the hell of it? Everything is a part of a bigger plan. Whether you choose to believe in that or not, it's a reality. And a lot of people with me, I can very well tap into the spirituality and say fuck all this 3D shit, but I can very well tap into this 3D shit like we're here for a fucking reason. We are incarnated here for a reason. I'm not just here just to fucking be here. And I damn sure didn't come here to fucking suffer. There's got to be more life than this, okay? And that's the energy I tap into. And I know for me to overcome what I am presented with, I have to at sometimes be like, fuck all this shit, okay? You see, embracing, like, how do I want this shit to run? How am I autonomous in my own life? And then the universe meets me halfway. And the universe can meet you. Actually, the universe has been meeting you halfway with the manifestations of illusions and projections. So take control of that, and all would be well. But again, it's all a choice. But there's a lot of love that surrounds you, but this is a tough love type of vibe. And even though you're the baby, it's like, even though you're the baby of the zodiac, you're about to experience what it's like to be the firstborn of the family. They have it different. We have it different. I can say that because I am the firstborn on both sides, but we have it different. It's different from the middle child. It's different. It's especially different from the baby. Okay. So God bless. God bless. You got this. You got this. You will survive. You are surviving. And better than that, you're thriving, whether your view of that says otherwise or not. Don't you have access to internet? Bitch, that's thrive. I'm not trying to call you a bitch. I stopped myself. But that's a thrive. Some people can't even access the internet. And it's like, yeah, we're in the world where it's full of hotspots. Some people don't even have access to a phone, or some people don't have the access to get to the place to, there's so many different situations. Don't try to judge another. Don't try to judge another, because there's a multitude of situations. And if you don't have the experience, be grateful, because some tables can turn like that, in a positive way or a negative way. Choice is yours. I love you. God bless you. I gotta go to the store now. And it's 10:10. Perfect time we're ending. That's fucking divine. I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you in the rising.